This will be a quick unscripted review. Red Dead Redemption 2 is one of my favorite games of all time because the story is just phenomenal. It's the best story I've ever seen in a video game so far, and or one of the best. Every character is good. Every character interaction at your camp is good. Feels real. The world feels real. The story's great. Pacing is pretty slow till chapter 2. Is good. Chapter then gets a bit slow, like chapter 5. Well, not slow, it just gets like rough, the pacing's all over the place. Chapter 6 is smoothens out a bit. Epilogue, first half super slow, then second half is really good, and then the game ends. It's a great story, great ending, but has some pacing problems. Another thing is it becomes a shooting gallery by chapter 5. I would say chapter 5 is still fun, but it doesn't get super repetitive because the island and stuff. But by chapter 6, it does. Deadeye's fun, brutal, combat's brutal, melee combat's super brutal, even though it's super simple. But I don't know. My main thing about it that's super fun. I found like chapter 6 and epilogue repetitive because it was a big shooting gallery, but not as many set pieces or whatever, which kind of sucks. Another thing is the open world itself. My main thing about it, I like all the side quests are good, hunting is fun, rewarding. All these cool clothing options. World feels real. You can sit down and watch a movie, bunch of things. But my main thing is going in and I don't know, exploring, finding this ritual, messing around with the rope, because when you first start the game, you don't know that much, and you want to try out everything. Like, once I got on top of a bridge, got a rope, and then started throwing it on people, and then dragging their bodies or whatever, it sounds messed up because it is, but it's fun. The game is fun, and it lets you experiment, and stuff like that. Another thing is the world does feel a bit empty in some spots though, and it can feel a bit too big, but it's still a ton of fun trying to get money in the early parts of the game, by robbing trains and stuff, and then saving up for that one gun you want. Yes, if you just play the campaign, yes, obviously, by the end you'll get like 20 grand or something. So, yeah. What else? Every city, they feel distinct, which is great. Every region feels distinct, every thing feels distinct. It's great. The game is just a ton of fun. In my opinion, there are a couple problems, like individually picking up some stuff, like individually looting people, individually picking up stuff, obviously, or watching animation for everything can get annoying. Another thing is, like I said, gets repetitive in like chapter 6 and the epilogue, and yeah. Random encounters, they're phenomenal, but by the epilogue, you don't have that much. It makes the world feel more dead, which sucks because they're just so good in the early parts of the game, Overall, that's about it, and bye.